Growing up, we were taught some things that sounded normal until you get older and realize, none of it makes sense. Don't walk under ladders, don't break mirrors, don't open umbrellas inside, because apparently the universe hates convenience. Then the holidays come, and suddenly superstition becomes a family tradition. With a sprinkle of jingle bells and blind hope. New Year's resolutions? We call it self-improvement, but really it's like, if I say it at midnight, maybe the universe will care this time. But a friend told me of holiday superstition this year, and I still can't believe people actually do this. It involves baby Jesus. And once you hear it, you may never look at a nativity scene the same again. Stick around until the end, because you're going to want to hear what a baby Jesus has to do with this story. Most people move through this world asleep, never questioning the beliefs they were handed, never wondering if the truth is something far more unsettling. Here, you're given a choice, not the red pill, not the blue pill, but the one pill that forces you to think for yourself. Now that you are ready, open your eyes and question your beliefs. A superstition is basically a belief we cheat, even when there's no logic, no evidence, and honestly, no reason for it to still exist. Most superstitions begin because humans hate uncertainty. So we go, that happened once, it must mean something. If something scary happens right after a black cat walks by, suddenly it's the cat's fault. We turn coincidence into a warning label. We really believe there were monsters under our beds, and the blanket was a force field, as if the monster respected cotton threads. At least we figured that one out, right? No adult still believes in dead monsters. We used evidence and the superstition disappeared. And then there was the crack thing. Step on one, and apparently your mom's spine just explodes like a cartoon. Comment below if you still believe that's true. Break a mirror and suddenly you owe the universe 7 years of bad luck. Like the glass is keeping score. Must be why the world is shit. Because there are a lot of broken mirrors. But once we realize umbrellas don't control destiny, we stop cheering. It's amazing what logic can fix. And if a black cat walked in front of us, the day was ruined. A house cat was somehow a spiritual hitning. Speaking of ruined, if superstition has ever ruined your day, give me a thumbs up and drop a comment on this video. We thought knocking on wood somehow protected us from disaster. Like trees are out here preventing chaos. We let that one go too because, zero evidence. It's easy to drop superstition when reality steps in. The New Year's grape ritual started in Spain over 100 years ago. 1 grape for each month to sweeten your luck, but eating grapes doesn't change your future. Unless your resolution was just to eat more grapes. Speaking of food resolutions, why does everyone wait until the end of the year to be healthy? Like death will hold off and let you decide. Some people still believe cleaning on New Year's Day sweeps away your good luck for the year. So mess equals fortune, apparently. And then January 2nd hits and reality says, get up and clean your house. Luck isn't going to take the trash out. Let's get into some romance. People believe if you don't kiss someone at midnight, you'll be lonely all year. Like the clock has a matchmaking feature, but real love doesn't expire at midnight. If someone actually wants you, they'll kiss you at 12:01 too. In some places, you wear red on New Year's for love or money because apparently fabric can hack your relationship and bank account. If wearing red brought money, Target employees would be millionaires by now. Some people open their doors at midnight so good luck can enter the house, as if fortune is just waiting outside for the countdown. If luck really wanted to come in, it wouldn't wait for you to unlock the front door like some polite salesman. Some people open their doors at midnight so good luck can enter the house, as if fortune is just waiting outside for the countdown. If luck really wanted to come in, it wouldn't wait for you to unlock the front door like some polite salesman. Fireworks and loud noises were meant to scare away evil spirits. Do you think those are all old traditions? That we don't believe in ridiculous things anymore? We give power to lucky numbers. 7 is magic, 13 is cursed, and math is just confused. Numbers don't control luck. If they did, casinos would be broke instead of building more fountains. We still wear charms to protect from the evil omni. Small jewelry pieces that supposedly block jealous magic names. If beads could stop curses, jewelry stores would have saved the world by now. Okay, the next few might make you rethink agreeing with me so far. We trust horoscopes to guide our love, careers, and decisions based on the position of stars from millions of miles away. The star patterns determined our personality. Everyone born on the same day would be the exact same person. We carry religious symbols for protection or luck, like a spiritual security badge. If objects had supernatural protection power, churches would be the safest places on earth. Muse says otherwise. We pray for good luck, success, even lost keys, like God is our personal concierge. Okay, now you're finally ready for the baby Jesus superstition my friend told me. A friend told me his family always made a birthday cake for baby Jesus on Christmas. Cute, right? It sounds beautiful. But you're eating cake to celebrate a man being born just so he can be tortured, beaten, crucified, and stabbed? That's the party theme? Comment a superstition you were taught, and if you're brave enough, then question your beliefs with me.